Hello, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to get into those exercises. First, a question. When was the last time you restarted? I know, I hate it. I really, really don't like it. I hate pressing the button. It feels like when my computer wants to restart, it's going to take all this time and it's going to slow me down. Same thing with my body and mind. It needs a break and I'm hunched over my computer and just going like, if I just finish this thought, restart, get some water. That's the third day I'm comparing computers to humans. I think we have a lot of things to see between us and them, and what they need from us and how it can compare to what we need from ourselves. So let's restart. Sometimes really that's just water. And I feel different. And I feel like I'm allowed to look away for a second from what I'm doing, which is so nerve-wracking sometimes. So I have to practice. All right, let's practice getting into the present moment. How do you do that? Once again, my arms just go up. It's so interesting. Here's my present moment. There it is for me. That's what I need. Maybe stretch a little, look up, roll the head, whatever it is, and then know this is what I'm doing right now. Whatever was happening before, whatever's going to happen after, that's not here. We're looking here. So let's get started with our first exercise of gratitude. Now we're practicing being present and seeing what in our present state we can be grateful for. And we have to practice that. Otherwise, we're going to be that hunched over going, in a minute I'll do it. Here's that minute. Let's do it. Let's look for gratitude right now. Let's wrap for now, finding water. And that's how we practice looking for gratitude. It is so important for me to do that because here's the thing. Sometimes I can have entire days where I just keep hearing bad news, and that can do a lot to my body and mind, and I start spiraling. But with this practice, I always, even in that state of mind, another piece of bad news, I go, no, I remember I did have things to be grateful for. That was just this morning, so I can't go too far down because that would be wrong. I already proved to myself that there were things to be grateful for. Let's keep going. Now we're going to prove to ourselves that we can sit out for a minute. We're allowed to not think about that thing for 1 minute. We're allowed to take a break for 1 minute. Let's prove that to ourselves. Sitting in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, let's find water. Life is funny. We have to practice doing nothing, practice taking a break. That's fine. We're human. We'll keep proving it. Let's keep going. Let's write some stuff down. Pretend you're a robot. Pretend you're a computer. Pretend you're a human. Pretend you're that human over there, the angry one, the sad one, the happy one. You could pretend you're not you if that's what it takes to write down those words. All of it is fine. Start with all of this is not true and then let it go. Let's see what happens when we look to write right now. Let's wrap that thought for now. Find the water to help transition. And also to keep hydrated. So many things. And let's find a way to move along. Whether you liked what you wrote or didn't, whether you wrote or didn't, let's go into our stretch practice. And we're going to practice moving really slow. And that means we have to pay attention to our body. And the slower we move, the faster it'll let us know, not there. Turn right a little or whatever it needs. Let's try the sun salutation, standing up. Inhale the arms out and up. And the pose is reaching up, looking up, legs are straight, but you can take time to get into it and then take time to get out of it. Fold forward. Exhale. Hang over the feet. Exhale as long as you can. When you're ready, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And let's get into that high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back, and then lower your body all the way down to the ground. Pointing your feet, which means the top half of your feet are laying flat on the mat or ground. Push your palms and your chest will come up, your head will come up, look up. If it feels good there, hold it there for a moment. We'll meet you at down dog, which is getting your hips up, upside down V with your body, and trying to get your heels as close to the mat or on it if you can. And walk your feet forward, slowly start rising up, meeting your palms above your head, and exhaling them down to the center of the chest and holding. And maybe you got the breaths wrong or the movements wrong, but I think if your body took you into that movement, into that pose, it's not wrong. If it felt good, that's what it needed. Let's have some water. And let's keep going. Let's get into our plank mind so we can get into our plank body. They're going to work together. Every time your body says, hey, can I get a break? Your brain says, well, we're not hurting. Could we stay another second? And they continue having that dialogue for 1 minute. Let's see what happens. Get in the ready pose. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Up in plank pose. Bring your strength. And that's what you can say to yourself. Bring your strength. That's 10 seconds. Let's make sure we're breathing. Let's follow our breath right up here, right at the start of the plank. Follow your breath to make sure you're breathing. That is 20 seconds. Wow. Look, you can reach in there and find the strength. You're proving it, and you just proved it for 30 seconds. If you did have to come down, that's all right. Take a deep breath. Don't just sit there. Come back up to the plank, even for just the final 20 seconds. I know it's a challenge every second that you're in there. Find the person inside of you that says, I'm going to meet this challenge today. I know I have 10 seconds. And body and mind working together. This is as strong as we can get just for today for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. There it is. Come down off your plank. Slowly find a stretch that works for you. And that could just mean stand up slowly, come back to your seat slowly, move slowly into the water. But see if you can find any of that credit. That takes a lot of strength to move from exercise to exercise. And we keep going. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep proving that that's who we are. We go from thing to thing. And even though we're afraid and sometimes intimidated, we still take that little step. And that's what we're talking about here. What's the little step that you can take? We're going to look for it. That's what we're taking this minute for, to see what kind of small step is available for us right now. Let's wrap the task, find the water. Also, you might notice, at least for me, with the timer going, we're practicing staying calm under a timed event. And it's just 1 minute, right? It goes by so fast. And where my brain could be saying, oh, I got to do it. And then I got to, and the timer's going and 10 seconds just passed. And if I am in that state, I am doing too much, trying to do too much. I have to take it down. There's a smaller step I can find in that state. Let's keep going. Let's go into our connection. And this is the exercise that might get you in that head. If you are in that head, I can't, and just that's too many thoughts trying to come out at one time. Take it down, take it away, restart, start smaller. Let's try it. Let's see what kind of connection we could find by looking right now. Let's wrap for now. Shift our focus, have some water. And maybe for that entire minute, instead of connecting with someone, you had to connect with your patience for yourself for not knowing who to connect with or how to connect. That's fine. That is still the exercise. Let's keep going. Let's move around. What's allowed to move on your body? Let's work that out. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Move your body. Start moving. If you're not in the position that you wanted to be when this started, get in the position now, whatever that means for today. You're already in for 10 seconds. Excellent. Let's find that energy. Maybe it's the same energy you started with. Maybe after you started, you picked up some energy. Great job. That's 20 seconds. Maybe you're doing this with half the energy that you normally can do it with, or you wanted to do it with. That's fine. We have 30 seconds. Do it at what energy level you have today. You want to experiment with that energy? See if you can conjure up a little more for the final 20 seconds. Try it. As long as you're not hurting yourself, We have this minute to experiment, to work ourselves out. Let's keep going for 10 seconds. This is the countdown where we work mind and body together and see what we can come out with for 3, 2, 1. And that's what it is for today. Great job. Thank you for taking OMAT.